Now beat 'em up party games can be a lot of fun and can also totally ruin friendships. You know what I mean by this. And there's one series of beat 'em up party games that's the absolute best. The Super Smash Bros. Series. The series has entertained us for over 17 years and also destroyed loads of friendships. But it was worth it, I think. What also happened during that time is that this game became the absolute king of the genre. But there's one thing that we're going to talk about today, and that's the items in the game, since they can be very handy. The game is filled with loads of usable items to attack your enemies, from huge hammers to all kinds of power-ups. So I think it's time. Time for a top 5 best items in Super Smash Bros. Number 5. The Warp Star. This item sends a player flying into the sky and crashing back down into the stage when picked up. It is possible to control the landing location by pressing left and right on the control stick. Now this item was always a lot of fun to use. It had an element of surprise to it since you were gone in a second and came down with amazing speed. This way you could easily surprise someone when he's on the other side of the stage and is not paying attention. Besides this, the visual effects of this item look stunning, and it's a good reminder to a great game series, the Kirby games. It's a magical transportation device that Kirby uses to get around during his adventures. Now besides this, it's pretty basic, and also has its downsides, but it has been around for a long time and has been in every game except the very first one. It's familiar to use, we've known it for a long time, and it's fun. Number 4. The Metal Box. This box encases the character's body with metal for a short period of time. Now this item is very useful. The metal makes you heavier and you take less damage, which is the perfect combination. You don't build up damage as fast and getting knocked off the stage is near impossible. You're way too heavy. This can be very handy in the game since the only way of getting killed is by being knocked off the stage. The duration is about 12 seconds. However, the time limit decreases as the user takes damage, especially from fire attacks like Bowser's Fire Breath. But there's one really big downside to this power-up. It doubles a character's falling speed, making recoveries way harder. So you don't get knocked off as easily, but if you do fall, it's way harder to get up. So the best moment to use this item is when you have a low amount of damage taken, since this is the moment when you have the lowest chance of falling off. This item is a real classic, since it has been in the series since the very beginning, and I have to say, I like it a lot. Number 3. The Assist Trophy. When grabbed, this trophy summons a character out of 27 choices of various origins to quickly aid the holder. Assist trophies work nearly identical to Pokeballs. Now this one is amazing because it features all those cool side characters from all the different video game universes. It gives them a spot in the video game and they can be very useful. Just use it, cross your fingers, and hope that you get a good one. And if so, enjoy. For example, the Hammer Bro. It throws its famous hammers at its enemies and is invulnerable. Or Tingle, who summons random effects while chanting his catchphrase. He isn't that useful actually. So it's kind of a hit and miss item, but it's cool to see all those side characters still being used in the game. Number 2. The Pokeball. If this item is thrown, it releases a Pokemon to aid the user. Each Pokemon does a different thing, including attacking one's opponent, changing the properties of the stage, and inducing status effects. Now this one is very similar to the Assist Trophy, and the reason why this one is higher up on the list is because it's freaking Pokemon. You can get any type of Pokemon from the most legendary to the most common ones, and they are overall more useful than the Assist Trophies. Besides this, they also introduced the Master Ball in the most recent Smash game. It works the same as a regular Pokeball, except only rare and legendary Pokemon will come out of it. However, there's a chance that it will fail and a Goldeen will emerge instead. So this item is great for multiple reasons. 1, it's Pokemon, and that series is just great. 2, you can get really overpowered Pokemon from it, which can literally change the game for you. 3, it's more useful compared to the Assist Trophy, which has more useless characters. So yeah, I think it explains itself. Number 1. What is the most iconic item in the entire Super Smash Bros. Series? Well, I think you already know what I'm going to say here. The hammer, a close-range weapon that sends whoever grabs it into a clobbering frenzy for 7.5 seconds. It's one of the most feared weapons in the game, as it often KOs a player instantly. It originates from the Mario series, or the original Donkey Kong series. There's a chance in Melee, Brawl, and Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 3DS and Wii U that the hammerhead will fall off. This forces the character to walk around swinging the hammer stick like normal, but without doing any damage, making them vulnerable to an attack. Now as soon as you hear that iconic song, which always plays when you pick up this item, everyone just starts to run. It is the most powerful and feared item in the entire game for a good reason. It's extremely effective. This led to great memories of playing against friends and just demolishing them with this item. Everybody who ever played a Smash game knows of this item, and that's why it deserves to be on number 1. It's powerful, it's feared, its sound is familiar, and everybody knows who it is. So, do you come here often? I'm here like at least twice a week, just here. Could you help me out? Just click that subscribe button, you'll do yourself a favor, believe me. And you can always check out more videos, since there's enough to check out. Like the one on the screen right now, that should be a good choice. And I just hope you enjoyed the video. And all of you are lovelies, and I love you all, bye!